Okay, Facebook. Oh, my little video camera keeps acting up. So those are the reviews, American Idol, American Idol. So many other things have fallen in my spirit. I just wanted to say, as I was saying, I was cut off. I had said a lot of things before I realized that the camera wasn't going. Um, but a lot of those shows like that, especially American Idols, they're actually there to pick or select the folks they want out. Okay. Um, it's like with anything. I mean, that's the way the world has become. It's not quality. Okay, we don't have quality. Actually, can build itself. Quality can give itself numbers. It's not paid numbers. And there are some quality shows that we put out there. See, as humans, our mind, just like gossip, is controlled by gossip. Yeah, you can mold a person, show the person. I mean, walk the person right down the street when they believe in you and the fate a lot of times is not from what you do, it's from others, it's from what others say that you've done. And so that's the way we are. And so American Idol to me is a very good show. Even if, without paying it, I believe it's just a good show to me. I guess it just makes you angry when you know what's going on behind the closed doors. And so we have a lot of rumors out there about American Idol and what's going on behind the closed doors. Yeah. Anywho, further on in the news, did we talk about everything? Let me see. I got cut off and I couldn't grasp everything. We talked about Randy. We talked about Nikki. We talked. Okay, Mariah. Y'all agree that Mariah was trying to? Yeah, Nikki didn't say anything that last week. All right, Miss Nikki. Nikki just, Nikki held her posture like, you know what? I don't have time because when I leave here, I don't think about any of them. That's Nikki. Nikki reminded me of this young girl down in Atlanta, and I'm not being funny when I say this. I'm really not. But she was all about getting the women. This is when we stayed in Hagar's house. And this little girl was a sneak baby. She would take them people coming in, and she would lay them down. If they needed a place to live, they had to lay down with her. And I remember one night she came, knocked on my door, and the first thing she wanted me to do, and it was after 12 o'clock, is come down there and clean up the living room. And I was already foretold what she's into. I said, you know what? I just closed my door back because I'm not coming back there no 12 o'clock, and I know I already done what I was supposed to have done, right? Yeah. And so that's the way she gets them to themselves. She said there's something that needs to be done, and then she goes in and she touches on them. And if they don't respond, you can see them out in a couple of weeks. Yeah. That's the way they make show business nowadays, baby. And not only with the gays, they do it especially with females. That's why I make that comment, land on your back. Yeah. Land on your back. They are almost demanding, and lesbian too, demanding that you lay on your back, man. You got to lay down. Yes, so you have to have enough in you to say, okay, if I can't build my own character, and that's what we need to fight to bring back, for people to build their own character, their own skills are enhanced. I know a lot of folks want to get out, but a lot of folks don't have it, and we need to be able to tell them you don't have it. I think Beyonce, she's pretty good. She's out there. If you're going to push me to be out there, the people's going to, just like, what is that one girl name? Oh, wow, white girl. Come on, what's her name? She's the model. Kate Swift, something Swift. Oh, wow, Swift, A-B, Taylor Swift. Oh, y'all know better, put up the other thing. But sometimes you tell folks that's just not your category. She's beautiful. I saw her at I think it was the Oscars, on the red carpet, and she did this one pose where she looked over her shoulder. The baby's beautiful. Come on, let's use her more in that area. Let's bring some, and I guess models, they don't make much money? Yeah, because Taylor's very beautiful, but Taylor cannot sing. Yeah, I just dropped in my spirit. Some folks just can't do it. Now, Justin is out there, yeah, and from my understanding, they use a lot of stairs to get Justin up, Justin has, but they made him Michael Jackson. Did he deserve to be Michael Jackson? Yeah, that's what white folks will do, too. Yeah, like last night, I thought it was so offensive that they put the two white folks up front, too, right? Yeah, but they did it, and they didn't even qualify, especially not the country girls. So sometimes they whip those stones like that. That would make you and your race kind of like, okay. you're throwing stones. Because I don't know of racism, and I don't. I mean, come on. I've never been enslaved. A lot of folks have respect for whites. I respect whites because I've never really had an encounter with them bad, you know. I don't, but if they act up and start throwing race remarks, I'm going to get down boogly woogly. I think we can almost be part of a slave drive and I still be the one getting beaten out front. If the Lord don't keep me in from becoming a slave, he can't keep me, baby. Because I tell you what, they throw a slave remark at me, even in chains, I'm telling them, go to hell. Take the chains off of me if they ever able to get on me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for no white man trying to be all that because they're not that. Understand what I'm saying? From what I see when it comes to race, if we stereotype, which I said this to someone the other night, stereotyping is it's nothing wrong with it. I know sometimes it is very helpful. We speak against stereotyping one another, but stereotype is really showing, and I've always talked about it, the ingredients. Just like you can, they get out there and say, well, this class of people is always the blacks. They have more of this type of sickness than this kind. And then they base that stereotype on the way we cook and what we eat, And so it is true that when we go into the hospital, and then we know a lot of sickness out there that they probably don't have. It's because, hey, But stereotyping is to show who we are, the atmosphere we're raised in, what side of the country that we inhabit the most. Yeah, all that stuff is taken into consideration when you stereotype, because certain things affect your body more than others. And yet we put people migrate closer to certain things than they do others. We're exciting people. We like excitement. So we will be around the clubs more, and our clubs are, we hip-hop because of our character. We do go all out. That's the way we are. Even when we dance, we boogie, baby. We wasn't built to be classy. Amen. That's why when you see a classy black person, they say she's trying to be white. Because where we come from, our dialect has never been classy. Amen. We grew into that. We educated ourselves into that area, right? It's because where we were placed, where we came from, our people are withheld from education more. Yeah, and so that's why they made these foundations, and they call it minority, to help those that in reality are pushed aside, right? Yeah, and so to stereotype is very educational because we find out where we all came from. Yeah. So, anywho, if we stereotype it, y'all know who has the creative. Yeah. Y'all know who's the most craftiest. Yeah. But if you like that cup of tea, just like someone said last night, if you like that cup of tea, because if you don't like, like Jennifer Hudson, she's a very good gospel singer, but at the Oscars, did she make it? We may have said, Jennifer, you sang, and where there's a Caucasian person who's so used to being softness and, ooh, she was too loud, and she didn't do nothing but scream. Jennifer couldn't even get like she normally, or say is or was, whatever it is, in front of them because they don't like loud songs being carried out. They like those clipped songs, just like you just soft and talking to them, and because they're delicate and they don't want you to shout at them when you sing. And so they may have rejected Jennifer's song. We can't assume that everyone likes that loudness that black folks normally carries, right? So, it is what it is. It's stereotyping. So even when you're doing the judging, if there is a Caucasian woman who can sing, and they do have some who can sing, I mean, I see some that goes off about their business. Because I'm telling y'all, even white folks, they have it, just like black folks. They have those people trying to monopolize. They got money and they made it to the top. Whatever way they made it to the top, they're there, right? No, I don't agree with that. Because there's a respect. There's a level of respect that comes with having money. Don't be a bull esser and then think everybody going, you got to be there. Understand me, I'm not going to honor someone because of the collateral they hold. I'm going to honor you because of your skills. Because it's your skills. Anybody can pay someone to become something. And that we can, when we have money, and we go out and steal and rob, and then we make folks just like us, and we put them up in positions. No, I'm not going to honor you because you have money. I honor you because you have skills. I want to see your creativity. I want to see how you got there. Amen. 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 And so when I'm dealing with folks who are gifted and who are skilled, I want to honor them more. And those are the ones that normally are being stole from because they take a lot of their attention and put it into a gift. They take their heart and put it into the gift. And when you love your gifts and your skills are there, you try hard to mold folks because you know the importance of having skills. We all have skills. We make money. We generate money. Money is not a gift. Money was a gift when the first creator invented it. But money itself is not a quality. It's not a quality. Quality is what's in you, and that's different than anyone else. We all can sing, or probably be able to sing, but we cannot sing the same. There's different gifts, and it's the way you bring it out to make it different, make a new thing out of it, or become a new person, do something different that's going to enhance society. That's what a skill does. That's what a gift, that's creativity. But money is just something that's tangible. It's not valued. It shouldn't be valued. It has a value, and it has a face value, but it is not valued. That makes sense? Okay. So moving right along in the news, I stayed on that topic a little bit too long. I want to talk about Caucasians since we're right there. Let's talk about racist Caucasian. I want to stay right there for a moment because I heard some more news last night while I was fussing. Yeah, I heard some more news. Something else dropped in my spirit for American Idol, but I didn't want to jump back. Yeah. Well, what I heard was that we need to be aware of what's coming to America. A lot of times we feel like we're going to revolt in a certain way because Obama is there, and when Obama leaves, I'm going to show you what Obama is. Obama is a new thing that is supposedly coming up in America. And let me say a new thing coming out because it's always been here. It's a form of racism where it is still Caucasian, but it's based on a different skin color, okay? What do you mean by that? We have a lot of folks, and from my understanding, they're coming from Africa. They are slaves. We think we're going to get the majority of votes, and we have to be careful, y'all. If you can put this out, we cannot base things by the color of the skin. Amen. You cannot vote, push up folks because of the color of the skin. You have to see that legislature quality in them. Make sure they're true government officials. Because from my understanding, they're putting a lot of us, not just blacks, but other race, in effect to make it look like, okay, they're not with the Caucasian. But in fact, again, they were hidden slaves. And from my understanding, there's still some slaves out there who are blacks, and they are coming forward in this next move when Obama is being placed out. They're going to take over and vote us out. Yeah, that's what gets us all the time. We gotta close up that deception. So we want to get that out in the street right now. Don't vote because of the color. I know the multitude. You see a black man. We already know with our signals who all to vote for. Let's vote for the black man, right? We did that this time, and look what we got. Yeah. So how do we beat them, y'all? Especially when they're throwing the black man out in front of us. We got to keep pushing toward that one, and I feel he's to the left. I don't know why he's to the left. Yeah, we did it good, but we got to teach our next generation to fight. We got to set the foundation so they'll be able to fight racism, period. I know y'all saying, well, y'all got it too. Like I told you, you can have whatever you want in your heart, just don't put it in the government. Exactly. You cannot put that stuff in the government. And so if you up there, you talking about slaves, yeah, you got to come down. Because we ain't throwing no racist remarks.